I think this is such a great point for so many people to hear. And it goes along the lines of, the goal that we set out to achieve doesn't always bring us the happiness that we feel like it's going to bring us. And there's a reason for that. And you're going to learn that by the end of this episode. This is episode 1925, Joe Rogan Experience with Sonny from the Best Ever Food Review Show. Don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I'm Coach Colin, coolest high performance coach in the world. And if you want the absolute best insights to the podcasts and videos you love, you've come to the right place. Now hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
I got the opportunity to go to Vietnam to film for a few days. I had a friend come with me to come film with me. And when I went to Vietnam, I met a company there, a tour company, who was interested in hiring me. And so at this point in Korea, I'd finally started to make a decent living. I'm not teaching now for years, and I'm a filmmaker, like a commercial filmmaker for corporations and stuff, doing music videos. I did a music video for BTS, or actually for Rap Monster from BTS. I'm sure you're a big K-pop fan.
Huge.
If you're a young girl, you'd be like, oh my God. This was before he was super huge. And so I wanted to get out of that world. I'd saved enough money, and I was just ready to see if I could go all in on making a YouTube channel actually work. And so this was kind of, moving to Korea in the first place was like my way of burning the boats. I knew a lot of people who moved to Korea who got homesick or lonely or whatever, and they quit their teaching contract halfway through, and then they just went home. For me, when I went to Korea, I had $2,000 in my pocket, in my bank account. I had nowhere to go back to. I sold my car. My lease was up. My dad had some dilapidated piece of shit trailer house. I wasn't going back to that. And so when times got tough in Korea, it was like, you got to make this work. You got to be resourceful. You got to find solutions. After I've figured out how to make money as a videographer, as a director in Korea, I was looking for the next challenge. And it's a funny story because sometimes success can make people depressed. Sometimes achieving something can make you feel depressed. And so in Korea, I remember I got a $15,000 contract to shoot a bunch of content for a liquor company. And my feeling was just, is this it? Like, I cracked the code. I know how to do this now. Is this all that I put all this effort? I put all this effort into it.
That's a very bizarre reaction. You think that that's common, that people achieve success and get depressed?
I think there's a lot of people who focus on a goal so strongly, and they think that achieving that goal is going to give them some sort of fulfillment, and then they get there and they go, this is it? You don't know. I mean, you know lots of successful people. You've never heard somebody express that?
I think when people are trying to become happy through their work and they think that there's an end point, well, finally they'll become a different person and be happy. And then when they reach that end point, they realize they're the same person.
Yeah.
But I think when people are focused on doing good work, and that's the goal, and they become more successful at that. But if they can continue just focusing on doing good work, I think they can avoid that.
100% agree. And at this point, I think I was more focused on the money because I was just scrapping for so long. And that getting the money didn't make me feel, well, it's $15,000, but maybe $1 million, I'd probably feel better. But joking. $15,000 didn't do it for me. And I've had a journey, a transformation in the last few years of doing what you're saying. It's not about getting to a particular destination. With the channel, this is all still getting back to why I moved to Vietnam. But, with the channel, when I got 100,000 subscribers, when I got 1 million subscribers, you can get a plaque on YouTube. I didn't want the plaque. I just wanted to keep plowing forward and moving ahead. And that's how I see the mission for the channel now. It's like, I'm really happy with where we're at. I love my team. We have, obviously, I'm the face of the team, but we have an incredible team of 20 people. I think some of world-class people. I think some of the best in the world at documentary filmmaking. And I want to just keep iterating, doing what we're doing, and trying to get incrementally better video by video. In Korea, I went to Vietnam. I met a company.
Again, if you want to see the whole thing, because some people are like, oh, the clip. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm not here to just play the clips you want. I'm here to talk about something, man. And that thing I'm here to talk about is that you have to focus on the work, exactly like Joe said. And I think so many people, like a good thing, like Alan Watts talks about, you're always concentrating on the future self, right? And by the time you get to where that future self, like by the time you get to that future self, you already have another future self in mind, and you're never happy with where you're at, and you're always focusing on the future, and you're never present, right? And I think that's a big thing towards what they're talking about. Like that whole thing of like thinking that goal is going to be the thing, and it's not, because by the time you get there, by the time you have that fulfillment, there's already another goal in mind. But also it's like, what is the goal that you're setting out to achieve really going to bring you? You know, Jim Rohn, another person, he has something that he says. He goes, it's not about becoming a millionaire. You know, it's about who you become in pursuit of getting that $1 million. It doesn't matter about the money. Like, I mean, I know $1 million, it would change our lives. I know. But it's not about getting the money. It's about becoming the person that deserves that money. So again, right to what Joe said, like if you can just find the passion or the happiness in doing the work, you will always feel fulfilled, because there will always be work for you to do. You'll always be able to keep on working. Whereas if your goal is to hit for me, like right now, the goal is 1,000 subscribers, but I already have in mind what I'm going to be doing once I hit the 1,000 subscribers. Like the content will evolve and change, and like I'm focused more on the work that I'm going to be doing rather than the goal of the 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe, by the way. And I think that is, I think there's a big lesson in that, because I've seen so many people in life have this goal, and it's usually money. It's usually money, because that's what we all focus on, and we should. But we feel like exactly what Sonny said. We feel like it's going to change us once we get it. We feel like the problems that we've had are going to all of a sudden go away when we get the money. And I love it, because that's why when you get there, you don't change. And that's why we see so many people, and I know that you've been one of these people, because I've been one of these people, where we look at a rich person who says, oh man, money isn't everything. I wish you could have the money so you could see that it's not everything. And we're like, shut the fuck up, man. You're rich. What are you talking about? But it's like, once they get there, they realize, oh, I'm still depressed. I still have this issue with my family. I still have a poor relationship with my wife. I still don't know my kids. Like, they start to realize all of that inner work, all of that relationship development still has to happen. You still have to work at that. Your goal isn't going to take care of that. Your money isn't going to take care of that. It's only you going and doing that work that's going to take care of that. And that's why those rich people say that type of stuff. And I hate it when they say it, because I'm like, just give me money then. Give me money then, and let me decide. How about that? How about you give me $10 million and I'll decide how I feel and how things are. But it's true. All the issues that I have, you give me 10 million bucks, I'm still going to have those issues. I might have a little more time to deal with those issues. I might be able to hire the best people to help me deal with those issues, but they're still going to be there regardless. They're still going to have to be taken care of. So it's like, whatever your goal is, it's great to have goals. I'm all about goals. I have a habit board downstairs that's filled with 10 goals. I have a goal book. I'm about goals. That's what I make people do when I work with them. I make them figure out and, go after goals. But you can never think that the goal is going to solve everything in your life. It's not. You can never think that the money that you make is going to solve everything in your life. It's not. Only you doing that deep inner work is going to solve that. And that's it. I'm out. Bye.